Hello, nice to meet you all. I'm a person that's been working with electromagnetic waves and frequency and light for 15 years now. I run a clinic, I study the theme, and I like to present a couple of things about light and frequency for you today. Anyway, as you see, this is the northern lights, and it comes from the ionization from the sun electromagnetic waves coming into our atmosphere in the northern hemispheres. So sometimes we can see it also in the south of Norway. It's a wonderful sight, and it's all about energy and quantums of energy. We call them photons. And the quantum energy is, let's say, a limited space of energy which can travel in waves, in sine waves. These we call photons. And then we come to how we define light. Define light is electromagnetic waves that goes through our universe and that is coming from our cells, and our whole existence is actually electromagnetic. However, one part of it we can see with our eyes, and that's what we call visual light. So from my perspective, all electromagnetic waves are light, but we cannot see all the light. We can measure it, of course. And here you see a part of the spectrum. And you can see for the waveform, we call it frequency when it goes up and down in modulation. The longer the waves, the less energy. The higher the waves, the more energy. And some of the waves can penetrate our tissue and some of them cannot. And if we go up in the X-ray and gamma rays, we know it passes directly through the tissue, and it can also damage cells because it's ionizing radiation. And here you see that in this big spectrum of non-visual and visual light, the visual light part is quite small, and it goes from the ultraviolet up in the infrared area. That's what we call light, generally. The interesting thing is that the frequencies of light, the wavelengths of light itself, has different properties. So, for example, if you want to treat something inside a body directly by transfer of energy from light to some sort of proteins, for example, one is called cytochrome C oxidase. They can transport energy directly from the light to electricity in your cells. The most beneficial wavelengths are about 800-900 nanometers, and that's one who reaches deepest. And the interesting thing is, of course, these different wavelengths have completely different effects. So when these lights are in our body, we can get through the skin, in the blood. The light will be absorbed mainly by the skin, but it will also increase the energy of the mitochondria, increase the energy of the cell membrane, and you can treat chronic infections, Lyme disease, etc. Red light, you can see it has a high penetration depth. It can increase the energy production of the cell and support neurons and so forth. So it's actually incredible what you can do with light. And even the blue light and the ultraviolet light, it can clean the blood from bacteria, other pathogens, and can even kill cancer. So here you see example of intravenously laser therapy with light. And in the middle picture, you can see the UV blue light into the vein. So when the body has circulated the blood through the vein enough times with the UV light inside the vein, there is no bacteria, there is no virus, and so forth. This is the next generation medicine, and it's been practiced around the world already for several years, but it's being developed further now, and we can implement it in new technology. Exciting times. These frequencies, these wavelengths of light, can also be pulsed, coming in pulses. Depending on the pulses, you can do a lot of things. You can do what we call brain waves entrainment. So if the pulses match your brain waves, so When you are in deep relaxation mode, you are in lower alpha, and you can even go lower to 4 hertz, 4 pulses per second. When the body and the eyes see this light, it wants to sync. It wants to sing the same song, and it can therefore make you very relaxed and open for suggestions. So you can combine it with hypnotherapy or other things. And you can also use so-called sublingual programming. So the frequencies of light, they also match the different sizes of molecules and organs and even DNA. So when you find the right frequency, the right pulse of the right type of light, and the body achieves it, a lot of energy and information can be transferred, and thereby influencing almost all physical functions of the body. All cells, they emit light, and they synchronize through light. So it's a controlling system of the body. This is the controlling system of our life. Well-known effects of photobiomodulation or light therapy. We know about pain relief, reduced inflammation, wound healing, skin health, increased energy, muscle recovery, sleep quality, mood enhancement, cognitive function, and eye health. But there is a lot more. We can even stimulate the stem cells. We can increase the length of telomeres. We can do a lot of things with light when we can get it into the body, into the tissue in the right format. So we talk about light medicine now because all cells emit light. A light is another term of electricity, and all cells need to have the necessary electricity, the necessary charge to work well. And once those cells sing the same song, they are synchronized or in coherence, your body is healthy. So if your body has necessary light and energy and they sing the same song, you're healthy. If they're not healthy, your gene expression, your cells will not be able to replicate and produce happy new cells. So with the use of light medicine and extended perspective, we can help the body achieve normal, optimal balance and energy. And by this way, remove a lot of health issues and promote good health and increase performance, improve sleep, and yes, basically anything you want. Thank you. This was a very short presentation. Hopefully it could be useful and give you some inspiration for further research into light and light medicine and how we can use frequency and light to optimize and enhance our health. Thank you.